Hey, you're listening to the Indieshop here on KBH Radio at kbh.org, and I'm going to tell you what we played the last few sets. That was Clear Lake with the Winter Light. Before that, we had brand new track from Radiohead, Motion Picture Soundtrack. Mojave 3 before that with Any Day Will Be Fine from Excuses for Travelers. We had the new Unbelievable Truth, Agony. Before that, Ann Stedman, Life of Leisure. And I have the Arrogance here. If you guys want to, we can reconfigure the mics here.
Hello. What's
Hello.
up, Kate?
Hi.
Yeah, right.
Always a
Lively
talkative
bunch.
group.
That's right.
You guys should see Charles's new haircut. It's nice. He shaved it all off.
Very
just like myself.
familiar.
So much
It's
better.
a good summer look, man.
Oh, yeah, good feel
Yours
too.
looks long
Jade, how
right
can
now.
you do this?
Yeah, I know, look at
Longer.
it.
I'm due for another shave. It's been like a week and a half.
It's amazing how fast it grows.
Yeah.
So how's it going?
Good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Jade's enjoying.
Just got back from the European tour, dude. We're just kind of chilling.
It's stressful. Catch up on mail.
Excellent.
No, we actually had our
Love
first
that.
tour since we last met, dude. Went to San Francisco for 2 dates.
That's true.
Yeah, it's our first real tour.
How was it? We haven't spoken since that.
It was
was
cool.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
It was
The
really
band
my
is still
first
together, so.
time on with Arrogance playing, so it was cool too. So
Actually, do you guys want to introduce yourselves in case there's some new listeners here?
I'm Jana.
I'm Steve. I'm just joining them for this evening.
He's like the guy on the bench.
He's the bride in the
When they
pie.
need
Off
me.
the bench.
Tonight we needed an extra. I'm Chris, the new bass player for the Arrogance.
My name is Jade. Been around for a long time.
Yeah, he's one of those guys.
Yeah. Jan and I are the standards.
Non-standard.
The only
right here.
consistency.
John's consistent.
Yeah, he just never shows up to any of these things.
Yeah.
That's true.
Jeffrey, excuse Jeffrey, he wanted to take the night off.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's been arroganced out lately. We've had a lot of practices and shows and
He's
stuff,
feeling
so
too
we needed a
arrogant.
night off. Either that or he was hooked up with
Yeah.
some chick and he
Hang
wanted,
out
wanted
with
me out of the
girls.
apartment. Yeah.
He's like, okay, perfect opportunity. They're all gone.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's had some dating
He's got
troubles.
candles set up.
He's had some dating
We
trouble.
probably shouldn't talk about this on air. But if any girls like our keyboard player, show up on Saturday and let them know.
He's busy working on his quilt.
He's looking.
Well, he's
Sorry,
actually
too many
listening
inside
right
jokes.
now.
What's that?
He's actually listening
He
right now.
probably is.
And as soon as he hears that last tune, he's like, "You got to leave." They'll be home any minute.
Oh, yeah.
So how did the tour go? I mean, we haven't spoken since.
Honestly, it was really fun. We had like 4 shows. Actually, you were probably there for the first show, the Hub.
Right.
Then 2 nights later, we played Cafe Blue, which was cool. Then we went up to Santa Rosa, which is north of San Francisco, about 50 miles, and that
No, we
was
played on a
rad.
radio station before then too.
Oh, that's true. Charles, I'm sorry we're not faithful to you. We're whoring ourselves out to other
Played on
radio
the San
shows.
Jose radio station.
You get a little success, and look what happens.
But all I gotta say is, before Radio 1, there was Charles, dude. The first radio show to ever plug us. So
Well,
it's
we'll
cool, man.
get to the Radio 1 thing in a bit.
Not
How was the
there's anything more to
reception?
be said.
How
What's
was the
that?
reception up north?
It was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't
We
know.
played with 2 other bands that are on our same label. And it was good. It was fun. It wasn't packed, but there was people there, and
Yeah.
it was nice. But it seemed to be just a lot of the same people who are on our label who were there.
Yeah, a lot of the other bands on the
Yeah.
label. But there was definitely some people, especially in San Francisco, came up to me, and there's
Mm-hmm.
one guy in particular that bought the CD, and he's like, I gotta admit, I'm sick of these songs. I'm like, okay. He's like, I've been listening to them for like months off of MP3. So I was like, that's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Here.
that's cool. Yeah,
He
totally.
needs some more material.
You got to do the Radiohead thing and down or upload like 50 songs at once.
Yeah, all the like obscure demos and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The live version that you can barely hear.
Yeah.
You hear nothing but the audience singing
Well, that's
along.
what the show's all about, dude. We're gonna be playing some classic hits tonight.
Cool.
The hits.
So.
I think I heard something earlier.
There's a couple
All about
secrets
the
up our sleeve. A couple Metallica covers for Napster.
Oh yeah, we'll have to get those on. Get banned for life. No, the thing I was wondering is you guys have developed a following here in LA, just through
Really?
touring and playing all the time. What I'm saying is,
Here he is, right here. And we brought him with us.
I've been to a lot of the shows.
We've probably been getting a good 20 shows plus.
At least.
what I'm saying is you've developed the Arrogance name here in Southern California, and it must be quite a challenge to go to another place, even if it's only San Francisco, where no one really recognizes you outside of
there's
that person
no
who bought the
basis.
CD.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, honestly, there were a few people, but you're right, man. For the most part, there's no bassist. I mean, that's, I guess, most bands, your first tour, you probably just go out there and play to empty rooms.
How difficult?
Just to try to get the name out.
How difficult is that to play in front of people who don't know the music at all?
I don't know. We like it.
To be
so
honest,
it's cool.
yeah. Even like when we played in San Francisco, we couldn't even see anybody anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just like we were playing for ourselves anyways.
We're the arrogance, man. We play for ourselves. It's all about us.
Yeah.
So you guys are saying you could play here in the studio for infinity for the most part.
Yeah, like, honestly, I mean, I'll go off on my little thing, but we don't get paid any money anyway. So you have to be playing for yourself.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just wasting time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we love it. Obviously, stoked if people are into it and stuff. But, like, at the end of the day, we just try to play songs that we like. You know what I mean? So if we like the songs, then it's fun to play those songs, hopefully. So I don't know.
Well, speaking of
agree
playing
with that.
songs,
Yeah, thanks, Jana.
one of the things that I really want to do with you guys is play some of the music that you're into now, and it kind of shows where you guys have developed as a band and where the sound comes from. And you want to start off with
Coldplay.
Okay.
This is Janny is way into this. We got to give a plug to Janny. Hello. She's seriously our number one fan in the world. It's awesome. This is a song called Yellow, which I guess is like top of the charts in England right now. But this is rad. Have you heard this one yet, Heller?
No, no.
This is good. This is just a good tune, man. Yeah.
See, I've not heard this either, so
It just came out on Monday. I have to admit that I thank Napster for even having this. I know, whatever.
But you will buy the album.
I'm gonna give out your ID.
If
number.
they release it in the U.S., I will purchase.
Napster ID number.
you're banned.
Yeah, so Yellow by Coldplay is the name of the track.
Okay, we'll be back in a few minutes with the Arrogance. This is Coldplay. You're listening to the Indie Shop here on KBH Radio at kbh.org, and of course we have the Arrogance in, and we're playing some tracks, some of their favorites, classic and current favorites.
And the first one we played was Coldplay, and the song was called Yellow. And
With the British accent. Yellow.
Yellow. And then we played Toe Shack Highway, and the song's called Harlem.
You can't say that with an English accent.
Thank you, Adam Franklin, for saying
And then that last band was also on our
Sure
label, Shelf Life, and they're called Brittle Stars, and the song was called This Trip. They're
Cool.
good.
Okay. And we'll continue in a few minutes with more music, more picks.
Oh, boy. Gianna thinks she's all like rave girl now.
Oh, really?
You should ask her about this every weekend. Like, seriously, from Thursday night till Monday morning, we never see her because she's off raving.
You're such a
She's got her little glow
He's
sticks.
lying.
Yeah.
Big
She's got the moves.
Serious.
Big pants.
They're lying.
Fatty pants.
You're not wearing any pink cowboy hats, are you?
No.
She has like those Dr. Seuss hats, though, just different colors.
And I'm sure Janny's at home laughing about that laugh. One of the things that Janny bought when she was out here for her daughter was a pink cowboy hat to wear at raves. I don't know.
Rad.
Her daughter's a raver?
Yeah.
Really?
That's new dirt.
Yeah. Janny said she was into pet sounds, though, so she's proven her credibility.
Hmm.
I gotta give a shout out to Paul, too, if he's hanging out. Been listening to Forever Changes a lot, dude. Thank you.
One of the things that I wanted to ask you guys was, I guess, how you all really started as far as a band, and then to go back further, especially since there's three brothers in the band,
Oh.
two of which aren't here, of course. But since there's three,
back to my parents then, dude. Just
What
kidding.
were they doing?
Well, they met. No, just kidding.
if you need to know this,
Yeah.
there's a chat room for you over there.
Okay.
I'm back, dude.
I need the internet in my life.
I've just discovered chat rooms tonight, dude. It's gonna change my life.
Last time it was Napster. This time it's chat
I do
rooms.
see a new sparkle in her eye.
That's true. He's been kind of upbeat and on the ball of his feet.
My normal depression is lifted.
I know.
Sorry, man. We're derailing your interview as always.
No, it's no
Go
problem. But how did things start? Like, let's go back further. How did, say, the three of you get started musically?
Ooh. I don't know. When we were in high school, me and my brother just started playing bass. Like, my brother played bass, right? He bought a bass. My brother John, who now plays drums. So he would play bass all the time, and I would sneak into his room basically and play bass and like play along to old Cure albums and stuff. Then some friends of mine called up, and they're trying to get him to play bass in his band, but he couldn't do it, and he wasn't interested. And they're all like my friends, so I somehow like talked them into letting me play bass. I'm serious. And they're like, "You don't even have a bass. You don't know how to play." Well, dude, I can pull it off. And we played. I just vividly remembered the next night we practiced that night, and the next night we had a gig. Played "Pride" by U2, "Anything, Drama-Rama," and "Sunday Bloody Sunday." So no, not "Sunday Bloody Sunday." I don't know. There was some third tune. A lot of Duran Duran and that kind of stuff.
Man, we are digging deep right now.
Yeah, this is
Wow.
deep.
Perhaps
dude.
too
This
deep.
is going back in the past. But anyway, so I don't know. So I played bass for years and years, and then bought a guitar and kind of like screwed around on the side. But as far as the arrogance, actually, I mean, truth is, which I kind of give some credit, there's a punk band I used to play in called Resist and Exist that still play around. They're playing in Coos this weekend, actually. And they called me up after like about 3-year absence, and they're like, "Hey, dude, will you jam with us?" You know, so I was like, "Whatever." I went down and jammed with them at this place called Sound Arena in Anaheim, and realized like this place has drums. You know, like this is kind of cool because they have all the equipment. So I told my brother John, I'm like, "You should just cruise down here, dude. We'll just screw around." So we went down there, screwed around one day, and I had a couple songs that I just made up. Like one of them, which was Lovesick, actually. Another one's called The Moment's Gone, and we jammed on them, and I was like, "It's kind of cool, like whatever," you know what I mean? Then called up Jana, and she came down and sang, and it was like, and just like. I don't know.
Because
just
I had
happened,
been
I
bugging
guess.
him to start a band.
Forever. For probably 2 years, she was like, "We have to start a band. We have to start a band." I just seriously blew her off. Like, I wasn't interested at all.
Was this before you sung with another band?
No, that was during.
Okay.
Well, because my old band broke up, so I needed something.
She was just drifting for years.
Well, sometimes the best things that happen are when two people drift together like that, you know.
Oh, Jana and I definitely drifted together.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
That was nice.
Yeah.
That was a teacher's choice moment.
Yeah, so like honestly, it was just happened, dude. There was no contrived master plan, and like there was no like we're just gonna set out to play this kind of band or anything. It just happened. I mean, I'll be honest. At the time, I had no desire to be in a band, and I'm still not sure if I do. So
He's lying. He
Yeah.
lives for it. In his every waking moment.
The adulation.
yeah. Whatever. All right. Yeah. And then Chris Pearson came along, and here we go.
I've added new life. A new shot in the arm.
Well, how was it having? I mean, you just joined the band recently, about 2 months ago,
Yeah.
and good performance last time I saw you guys at the was it the Hut?
The Hub.
The Hub.
Fullerton.
Okay.
That would be cool if it was the
HUD.
HUD. I like
The
that
HUD.
one. That's cool.
But I mean, how was it joining the band now?
Oh, it's great. It was pretty easy actually because just from the beginning, even I remember the first night just trying out. Jade and I just started talking about music, and it was kind of like 4 hours later we're like, yeah, all right, and we kind of have a similar style. So even writing music wise, it's kind of like it's just easier, fairly easy. So it's been fun. It's really I've been in a lot of bands, played with a lot of people, and it's really difficult to find people that are into kind of the same music as you and are actually viable musicians. So,
Are you implying that I'm actually a viable musician, dude? I thought
I
this
didn't
was-
really want to say.
the jury was out on that.
Well, we're on radio. I don't want to say. Yeah, so that's where I'm coming from.
Okay, since we have you here, Steve.
Yeah.
Steve's the only guy who knows how to play guitar, so we brought him in tonight.
He's really gonna be playing all the guitar. We're just sitting in the back. Just
Yeah,
going,
dude. Steve's our bud. Like, seriously, Steve's just
Okay, here's
our
my
cool
story.
guy.
You ready? Okay,
All right.
here we go.
Oh, we actually gonna bust this?
All right.
I don't know.
Oh, you might as well do it.
I don't know.
What story? Are you talking about the bass playing story?
No. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'll go
okay,
there
okay,
too.
okay.
Let's get it down for the
Okay,
record.
I've been friends with these guys for a couple of years, something like that. Not quite, but they were Sans bass player, and so I play guitar and mediocre at that. So they said, why don't you come try out and play bass or something? Or I asked, or I probably begged. And so we went in, we jammed one time.
Mutual desperation.
Yeah, exactly. We jammed. I played bass, and it was really horrible. So they, at least I think at the time, I'm like, hey, that's all right. But looking back, it was not all right.
But there was a second time. There was a night that you jammed that it was just
Really
on,
good, yeah.
dude.
Then, I'm talking about the time. Then, like a year later,
Yeah,
I came back.
okay, I'm with
So,
you.
and then a year later, we came back and jammed again because they were same position, but like, but between those two times, they were recording the EP, so it was like they weren't really playing a lot or something. I don't know. But then we jammed a couple times, and it was okay. It was better, a lot better. I've been practicing.
There's some definite moments.
Yeah,
They're really
but
good.
still, just not. And I'm no bass player, so I have a couple other bands that I fiddle around with, so it's not.
Make your plugs, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm in a band called Tang.
GhostwoodEstates.com.
The newest project will be Ghostwood Estates. You can see that at www.ghostwoodestates.com. And then soon to be Project IP with Dex, the keyboard guy from The Arrogance.
It's too many side projects.
Yeah, exactly. But Ghostwood Estates is one to keep an eye out on.
We'll definitely check that out.
Jan is actually singing backup on the Christina Aguilera tour. I'm not sure if you heard about that. Like the southwest portion from Phoenix to Santa Barbara, those dates, right there.
Gianna.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to have some nice halter tops.
So,
can you hook me up?
You're telling some good stories tonight, David.
yeah, I'm trying.
Wig.
I mean, we can do anything.
I tried to get on the Britney Spears tour, but it just didn't work out.
Well, that's a tough one to
You're
get
too
on.
skinny
Yeah.
for
That's
that
tough.
It's more about Christina anyway.
Christina, oh boy.
We got to try to lend some credibility to those people.
So what kind of tunes are we going to be playing next, guys?
All right.
We got to force Charles into the segue. Charles is mellow. You're perfectly content to just talk for a while.
Oh,
You
yeah.
crack me up.
You're just dying to get back to that chat room, huh?
Hey, girls, I'm in the chat room right now, so come on in.
Run.
Getting creepy.
Run.
No, it gets creepy when it's 4 a.m. and you're still on.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Oh, no.
Oh, like you've never done it.
6 is when it gets really bad.
Yeah, when you haven't gone to
I've got
sleep,
to
you
go
realize
to
I gotta go to work.
Your roommates are waking up.
Getting sick.
Nah.
Well, since we've been pushed into this next transition,
Yeah.
what do we have coming up next?
Baxter. I don't know the name of the song.
Her eyes lit up.
All
Just
right, we're out of here, Baxter.
Oh, did you see how fast he ran out of here? Man.
Baxter's straight up good.
I can't say that it's bad. I need to listen to it more.
Okay, well, we'll listen to it now. This is Baxter, track Unknown, which is not the name of the song, but we just don't know the track name. We'll probably figure it out during, so we'll be back in a few.
I should see some of the page.
We're here with the Arrogance on the Indieshop at kbeach.org. And you guys want to describe what we just heard?
Okay, oh yeah, that would be me. First tune was Baxter. What did you say it was called?
I think it's probably called I Need a Friend.
Probably might be.
Something.
That's a sweet title.
Second tune was Butterflies of Love. The album is Floating. And the third one is the one that I've got to give a personal plug for. The band is Pedro the Lion. The song was off their first full length. It's Hard to Find a Friend. The title is Of Up and Coming Monarchs. I think it's the debate is whether it's emo or not.
No, it's not emo, dude. It's its own thing.
It is emo.
It's its own thing, but okay, anyway, but the point is, this band is one of the best bands I've ever heard in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get into them. They have 2 albums, 2 full lengths, 3 or so EPs, a couple 7 inches, whatever. Thing
Changed my
is,
life forever.
the more you listen to it, I'm not even joking, they have changed my life.
I totally support Steve on this. It is the best musical recommendation he's ever given me.
Yeah.
Bar none.
Yes, exactly. This band, very, very sad, very bummed
Wasn't
out,
the last
but
one.
beautiful. You have to take some time, get their first full length. It's Hard to Find a Friend, and like just listen to it, and it'll change your life. I swear.
Yeah.
Steve Heller evangelizing.
Okay, dude, you're making a mockery of my
Yeah, don't
words.
mock Pedro. Honestly, as deeply as I
sacred
feel for
music.
Red House Painters, I feel for Pedro the Lion. So that's heavy.
Well, there's always something that you guys bring in here that I tend to get into afterwards, so perhaps that's
Good.
it for this
We're
time.
totally intense about everything we bring
It
in here.
is.
Like,
It
Charles,
is
you
it.
don't
This
understand.
is the best thing you will ever hear.
Jen even said it.
Yeah.
The last time you guys were here, you played Trembling Blue Stars,
Yeah, dude.
and the connections between that and Janny and the show, I can't even imagine it happening.
You know what's rad? We actually got past this guy forwarded me an email. This guy runs like a web zine or real zine or whatever. I don't even know, in Spain, right? And he interviewed Trembling Blue Stars, and he forwarded me part of the interview that he did with them. And he asked him, like, what kind of stuff are you into? Like, what's the deal with your record label and junk? And the guy name dropped us, the Trembling Blue Stars guy. Seriously, he was like, I'm trying to get this band from Southern California called The Arrogance onto my record label.
This is Bob?
Rad.
Yeah, dude, I was so stoked. We've been listening to this guy in his many incarnations for
Yeah.
like years. So
That's
it's
rad.
cool, man. He's apparently really into it. So
That's sweet.
apparently a lot of the people on that whole Shinkansen label that does Trembling Blue Stars, Shinkansen, are have heard our CD and are into it, but not the main guy.
Well, don't fret.
So it's no, I'm all right.
It's a matter of time.
I hate him, but I'm all right. Okay.
Let me tell Jenny real quickly that I finally got in touch with the people at Sub Pop here in the U.S. and they're sending me a CD, so
Oh, really?
that'll work. She's been trying for like 6 months, and you know how she is.
Mm.
So That's not a bad thing, by the way. She's at home. What do you mean?
No, fortunately, she's really diligent.
Yeah.
The fact that we got played on Radio 1 is 99% because of her.
How did that come about?
Relentless emailing on Janny's part. She basically told us to send a CD to Lamac, and I sent a CD to Steve Lamac, and like I put a little note in there and just said like, play this damn song, you'll love it. Told him to play track number 3, and apparently he played it. So he's played it twice, is what we've heard. At least twice as she's heard it. So.
Any feedback?
I don't know. Our record label guy said we sold 80 CDs in the last 2 weeks, which is not bad.
Cool.
I don't know what that's from. He said it's all overseas, though. He shipped a bunch of stuff.
Your parents
there you
buy that
go.
many records, dude.
I know, dude. I got a new job, so.
High school reunion is coming up. Buy some presents for.
Yeah. Apparently, he shipped stuff to Singapore and Germany, though. So.
Jeez,
There'll be a lot of
that's
lucky
bad.
people this Christmas.
That is crazy.
Isn't that funny?
That's so bizarre.
Now you guys are doing you're doing a big show this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Indie Pop Summer?
Yeah, it's some pop thing, and they're having, how many bands are playing?
Come on, yeah.
There's like 8 bands playing.
Yeah, I think it's 8 bands plus a DJ. It's called Indie Pop Summer 2000 at the Glass House. Starts at about 6:30. Go to the website, Indie Pop Summer 2000. It's actually like a picnic beforehand for people who are into that. Yeah, it's a pop thing to do, dude. You go fly kites and stuff and probably
Fly
play
kites.
marbles or something.
You can trade.
I'm just going to run around the field in my board
vinyl.
shorts. Just kidding.
He's like, okay.
Everyone's gonna have their man satchels.
But yeah, but here's the thing. For everyone that comes to see us play, they get a free pin. So that's your incentive to come.
Hey, that's very pop.
Yeah, it's a
But-
very, very pop
It's very
thing.
pop.
We have a new pin, has a snowflake
Little
on
button.
it. It's kind of a J. Crew, Abercrombie and Fitch niche that we're going towards.
Don't go there, man.
Just kidding, dude.
Yeah, now at the Gap.
Yeah.
That's a cool
Arrogance
pin, though.
pins.
It's a cool pin.
Yeah.
And actually, one thing I want to do is I have a CD that I want to give away to listeners.
Right.
Should we do a contest or something, like
We'll
a
be
question?
the lucky winner.
Do people call in?
Just
You have to
We-
ban Janny from this contest, or it's just a
So one of the problems
wash.
is being an internet-only radio
Yeah.
station. A lot of people don't have
Yeah,
2 lines.
Yeah, understood.
We can do an email, and that should be quick enough.
Cool.
Should we ask them a question? Or do you guys?
Yeah,
we
what's
can
their
do 2 if
favorite
you
song
want.
on the CD?
wait.
That way everybody
Everybody
wins.
wins.
As long as they can name one.
And number 3 will not work.
Yeah, not the fast one.
We need a title.
You're all wrong.
So send your answer to indieshop@hotmail.com, and the first response I get will win the CD. We'll mail it out to you. And you guys are playing
Unless
another.
you guys want a different question.
No, you know, I like that.
How about who's the cutest bass player we've ever had? Because we've had many. We're like Spinal Tap, but which one was the best looking? That's an important question.
I was only in the band for a month, but
But
I
he's-
really
We have
he
to
still
remember that
counts.
Jade used to be a bass player also.
I am in the running. All 3 of us are in the running right here. That's pretty sad.
No,
We
that was
are
just time
Spinal
for
Tap,
last
dude.
year.
Yeah.
See, what you need
We're
to
all
do
very
is
generic looking white boys.
you need to just get up there and all play bass at the same time.
Yeah.
Nothing but bass.
That's a step above, like
That
Ned's
is
Atomic
Spinal
Dozen.
Yeah. It may sound better, dude. You never know.
Only if we can spank Jen with the afterwards.
Only if we have our little Stonehenge set up.
Yeah.
Come out in a cocoon.
It was in danger of being stomped by dwarves.
Yeah. So what CD is it? The CD I gave you? You're going to give that one out?
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't give you a t-shirt, did I?
No, you didn't.
I got all stingy on you, dude.
Uh,
We're running out, man. I'm sorry. Charles,
okay.
I'm sorry.
you know, when you guys are huge,
Well,
we'll work it out.
yeah. We'll ship you cool, like, Adidas pants with Arrogance logos on them.
Sweet.
and stuff, yeah.
I want those next
Full,
week.
like, warm-up suits.
One of the calendars.
Yeah.
The Arrogance 12-monther.
The glamour poses.
Totally.
Nothing but the bass.
Jenna with the feather boa.
Oh,
So you guys have another show coming up as well.
Yeah.
The 22nd?
The 21st.
21st.
21st at the Troubadour with
the autumn.
the Autumns, Midsummer, Infrared. I don't know the other band.
The Czars.
The Czars.
Let me give a little plug for Infrared. That's a new band you guys need to all check out. You can go to mp3.com. Infrared. It's a band I used to play drums for. And they just finished recording their album. I recorded all the stuff that was on mp3.com before I left the band. And they're doing great. And just an amazing band.
Get your royalty check.
It's good. Yeah. It's good stuff.
Let me ask you guys one thing. We kind of touched on this last time you were here. With the MP3s, I know that you pretty much offer everything you have on the website, which seems odd to me in that you're trying to sell CDs, but at the same time, it's all there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here's my take on this. Like I said, our record label dude said we shipped 80 CDs to Germany and Singapore, right? The Singapore thing specifically, I know that's a lot of people that downloaded MP3 junk, because I've had 3 different people contact us, and they couldn't get the CD. And like finally one lady said she works for some like record distribution thing, and she wants to place a bunch in stores out there. And so like honestly for me, people say it doesn't sell CDs, but there you go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And also like there's people around the world that won't be able to get the CD. There's a guy in Russia that emailed me and he's like, I have no way to get your CD. I can't order it. You know, I don't have a credit card and all that stuff, but he has everything. So it's like, you know what, dude, I'm not making any money as it is. More people, the merrier. It's just music, dude. It's not like this is our job. So
at this point in your career, do you guys still own all the rights to the songs?
Yeah, totally. We own everything.
Because I've had, when I did an interview with Gene, they were mentioning how they pretty much don't own anything, which I guess is pretty much common for all bands.
Yeah.
Which in a way surprised me that Metallica would make such a fuss if they're in the same position. It's almost like they're fighting for the record company.
Yeah, I mean, there's this crazy thing called publishing, where you basically sell the song off, and that publishing company owns the rights to the song. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure Gene sold the songs off to a publishing company that paid Gene, right? So Gene gets that money. Now the publishing company turns around, and if like Gene gets played on The Real World, right, and they kick out $4,000 for that, then the publishing company just takes that money, and they've already paid Gene. For us, I mean, we are our own publishing company. I mean, there's actually a legal entity called Arrogant Publishing,
Okay.
and so we just do our own stuff.
So regardless of how big you get.
Well, I mean, I don't know. If a publishing company steps up and says, "I'll give you $1 million for all your songs," then who knows, man?
We're
pawns in the capitalist game. Yeah, I mean, but most big bands don't own the rights to their own publishing, but we're independent, so.
Is there like a fear about losing that control?
It depends. I mean, personally, I don't know. There's a slight fear, because there's always a fear of what if you sell it out. Like, say for instance, we write a song, right, and we sell it out to some publishing company, and they say like, "Well, we'll give you $50,000," and we're like, "Oh, $50,000," and we get stoked. Then it turns around and becomes some big hit, and they make $2 million off it. You know what I mean? So that's the fear of it. I don't know. At this point in the game, I see no reason to sell our publishing. Like, I'm not going to sell it off to some company for a couple $1,000 or something. We're not starving or anything. So there's a lot of little bands where that's honestly the case. They can't even live because they don't have day jobs, and so they'll sell off their tunes for like $20,000, even like $50,000 or $100,000, which sounds like a lot of money, but you divide that up among 4 people, cut out taxes and everything, and it's maybe getting you through half a year or a year. And then after that, what do you have? You have nothing. You don't have any cash. You don't have your songs. You just so I don't know. I mean, we're not here to chase the dollar. We're just here to play tunes.
That's it.
If money comes, that's cool, but
we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So it's definitely. I mean, there's. Like, if anything happened, there'd be obviously another decision point of like, okay, what do we want to do, and it's just the whole band would have to get together and figure that out. Because right now, everything's just the whole band, just joint ownership.
And you guys pretty much all write the songs together?
Ultimately, I guess, yeah. Everyone's got to play their part. Not entirely. I mean, our process typically, I'll kind of drum something up, then Jana typically is like the refiner for me. Like, I'll be like, I don't know where to go with this, and she'll polish it up, and then like we present it, and everyone just kind of drops in their part. So my job is typically like get something started, and their job is to finish it off. So yeah, I am the genesis.
Okay.
So
The alpha. Wow.
the alpha.
Well, we're going to play a couple more songs from you, a couple more of your picks, and we are going to hear an acoustic set from you in just a little bit, perhaps about 20 minutes or so. What are we starting off with?
I don't know. What is it?
You don't remember.
Monograph.
Oh, yeah.
Bring on the Lonely Heart.
This is actually another band on the Shinkansen label, Trim and Blue Stars label. This album is awesome. This is honestly one of like the lost gems in my opinion. Monograph is the name of the band.
There's Japanese people out there just.
I second this.
They're just
turning in
ticked
their
off.
seats.
Yeah,
Oh.
I converted Steve to this. It's a grower, and this is an upbeat tune, you guys. So dig.
Cool. We'll be right back. Of course, leaning down to the mic here. You're listening to the Indie Shop here on KBH Radio at kbeach.org. We have the Arrogance in the studio, and we're going to do a little performance here.
You gotta tell them what they heard, Charles, or what, dude? What if they were into that stuff?
Yeah, I guess we could
I'll
do
tell
that.
I'll tell 'em. That was the last tune was called Headlights by Chilling Blue Stars. Before that, we had Spin My Wheels by Cotton Mather from Austin, Texas. It's a great CD. And the first one in that set was called Bring On the Lonely Hearts by Monograph on Shinkansen Records.
Yeah.
There you go, dude.
Such a radio voice, Jade.
What's that?
You have such a radio voice.
Was it very, very sexy right
Yeah,
there?
very
Okay,
sexy.
just wait till I sing.
Yeah.
It'll
I
get
can't
worse.
Oh no.
So I take it you guys are about ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Let's do it.
Okay. Let me get the mic down here.
Okay, the first song we're gonna blatantly admit is a ploy to get people's attention, which is all right. You may recognize this one.
Yeah, should sound a little bit familiar.
Here we go.
Wait, hold on.
Sorry,
I couldn't find the key out of that.
Yeah.
I couldn't
One of
find the
my
key out of
wasn't
that.
exactly right. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
I get home from work and you're still standing in your dressing gown, and what am I to do? I know all the things around your head and what they do to you. What are we coming to? What are we gonna do? Blame it on a black star. Blame it on a falling sky. Blame it on a satellite that brings me home. Troubled words of a troubled mind, I try to understand what is eating you. I try to stay awake, but it's 58 hours since that I last slept with you. What are we coming to? Just don't know. Blame it on a black star. Blame it on a falling sky. Blame it on a satellite that beams me home. I get on a train and I just stand around now that I don't think of you. I keep falling over, I keep passing out when I see a face like you. What am I coming to? I'm gonna melt down. Blame it on a black star. Blame it on a falling sky. Blame it on a satellite. Blame it on a black show. It's love so bright, I had to faint to realize. I know you say you'll stay forever, but I don't have any hope to find. And when we meet, it's all hellos. We say we're friends, but we both know I bruised your pride, I crushed your soul. I wished you well, then turned to go. I know you swear you'll stay forever, but I don't have the love you'd hope to find. I wish I felt the way you do to feel a love so true. I wish you felt the way you do to feel a love. I wish I felt the way you do to feel a love so true. That was called Wishing Well.
Acoustic wishing well, upbeat and acoustic.
That's an old one, dude. That's
Really old.
that's
That
from
goes
the
way back.
Original days. It's probably one of the first three.
I don't know why I was expecting the Terrence Trent D'Arby cover.
Hey. There's always so many good song names to go around.
Next time.
All right, this next one is definitely original song, man. This is a slower number, more of the standard arrogance, cry your eyes out kind of stuff.
It's called
And
Words
if we fall apart
Apart.
halfway through, I'm sorry, because that's just when I lose it. Like,
Is this the capoed one?
no, it's not.
That's the last one. All right, this is called Words Apart. Goes a little something like this. It's a waltz, so feel free to waltz at home and 3/4 time.
Dance it up.
I see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, dude. Let's
Okay.
play something else. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
1, 2.
My heart's beating like before. This I should have to say this last song's played really different live. Jade usually sings it, but he's feeling a little unconfident tonight, so so I'm gonna sing it.
As arrogant as usual tonight, guys.
It's called Drone, and it's usually super drony.
Velvet Underground.
Yeah.
I love this live.
Thank you.
Me too.
This is a big hit live. People love it.
This sold me on the arrogance. Right
Different
here, this
version
song.
though.
Yeah, very different version.
Yeah, a little bit of a medley here. We're gonna attempt.
Yeah.
All right, so last one's called Drone.
I try to walk away. I've tried to let you go, but there's a hole that can't be filled deep in my soul. Oh, how I need you so. I live to make you glow. Is there a sign, Lord, am I blind? I think I know. Trying to find me someone. Trying to find me someone. Someone I can love. 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 Sunday morning, as it's dawning, it's just a restless feeling. It's just a restless feeling. Sunday morning, as it's dawning, it's just a restless feeling. It's just a restless feeling. Sunday morning, as it's dawning, it's just a restless feeling. It's just a restless feeling.
That sounds really different live. Like we're
Very
saying.
different, very different.
Oh yeah. Little Big Muff on the bass. Sounds good.
Little Steve in the audience sounds good too.
Little Steve in the
Well,
audience.
Steve not acting like he's got his flamenco guitar out.
You never knew he was Spanish.
That's right, I am.
You'd never be able to tell.
Believe it or
So
not.
jamming some Nick Drake now, dude. Is that what I just said to throw in?
Are we going to that?
Yeah, sounds good, man.
That was sweet.
Thank you for having us, dude.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you very
fun.
much.
It's always a good time.
Pirate radio.
You guys are always welcome here.
Cool, man. Cool,
Always.
cool. Have to make it like a quarterly
radio.
date.
Once a month.
You're what we use to demo all our songs, dude. Because you send us the CD, then we have copies of them. We'd be like, oh yeah, that one sounds horrible. Or
Yeah, exactly.
Bootlegging my CD.
yeah, usually after we play them here, we hear them, we drop them from our set list. So I appreciate that. Shit.
So the people that love Drone, they'll never hear it again.
That's it. That's it. We're done.
Oh, the shame. Well, cool. Definitely, if you have a chance, check out the Indie Pop Summer at the Glass House. this Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting
And
at
then
6:30.
right or
of
before
good
for the
bands.
picnic.
Yeah.
We'll be in full effect.
It's interesting that there's a bunch of international bands
Yeah.
as opposed to just local sets.
Yeah, Scott Schultz, the Majestic guys, put a lot of time and effort into this. Like he recruited a lot of people. This is a big deal, so people should come check it out.
Yeah, because I noticed you have like there's a Swedish band. I think there's a band from the UK. There's a Japanese band.
San Francisco bands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing. So, and I'll be there. So